no means least, we come to this curiosity. Gibson S-1 from 1976. I wanted one of these for about 30 years before I finally got my hands on one. In 76 they did a series of demonstration workshops around England where they were showing off the latest Gibsons, including these, and I quite fell in love with it, but then they never released it as a main part of the UK catalogue, so I didn't get one. And later on they invented the internet and eBay, and I finally got hold of one in 2008. Very cheap from an American pawn shop. I paid way under the odds for it, which I'm pleased about. And this is quite an interesting Gibson. At the time they were looking at the sales of Stratocasters, thinking we need something to compete with that. And so you get this thing with a maple neck bolted to an auger body and 3 single coil pickups, and there's basically on paper their Strat competitor, but they did things so differently that it doesn't sound much like a Strat at all. What they actually did is reinvent the Rickenbacker sound at a time when Rickenbackers were going right out of fashion, and so they weren't really a hit, and after making a few thousand they replaced them with other things in the end of the 70s. But it's an interesting guitar. Because it's made out of good wood, the unplugged tone is good for a solid electric. Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Once you start giving it some amplification, then we can look at the interesting stuff. First up, that's just the bridge pickup. Nice and bright and twangy. So, I was quite into vintage rock and roll when I first came across these, so that classic rock and roll sound appealed to me. Then, instead of being able to switch the other pickups, you've got a series of combinations which are controlled on this rotary switch. Position 1 on the rotary switch is from position 4 on a Stratocaster, the neck and middle. But it's a different sound to position 4 on a Strat. More like a neck humbucker. Position 2 equates to position 2 on a Strat. It's middle and bridge, which once again doesn't have any crack at all. It's if anything, it sounds like a middle on a Strat, doesn't it? Position 3 on the rotary switch is all 3 together, which is a nice fat rhythm tone. Volume a bit. Dial down the tone a bit more if you want. back of the mix. That's a nice soft bit called sound for filling up the band without stealing anybody's show. So this would also be a jazzy kind of sound. Then 4 is really interesting. It's like the old Burns Wild Dog. It's front and back out of phase. Very lean and mean and spiky. Not a sound you want to play with all night, but on the odd song it's something quite different that nothing else does, unless you've got a vintage Burns. Whatever setting you're using on the rotary, you can just flick the other switch over to move back to your isolated bridge pickup. And there you have it, the Gibson S-1. A brilliant guitar launched at the wrong times and perhaps without the right marketing behind it, and not a big commercial success for Gibson, but it's great to play. Got a classic slim C Gibson neck, plays very comfortably, good quality fretwork as you'd expect from Gibson. A little bit of a belly cut, but not that I really need one. Just need to tip the guitar back against you a bit to see what you're playing. And that's all to say about this one really. I think it's completely stock, nothing been changed at all. It's a good guitar.